Welcome in here, ladies and gentlemen. We'll get things kicked off with our number one contenders match as it stands. Then the firefighter will take on the ploughman, and we have the special guest referee for this one, as you've already seen. The Cyclops there, lurking in the wings. He's back out of the hospital bed, out of the ambulance he was forced into, and he's ready to be a referee for this one. There he is in his referee's shirt, screaming at the crowd. He must be happy to be back, giving the crowd the four-fingered salute. He was laid up in the hospital for quite some time. You can see he might still be feeling some of those effects from that. But he has, of course, had a bit of beef locked in with the ploughman, as has the firefighter previously. So you'd have to imagine if this will work in the firefighter's favour, to have the Demon Hunter as a special guest referee in his corner. Well, the women there, they're enjoying that, smoothing the hair back as he gets right in their face. Maybe they like a powerful man who screams at them a lot. There he is, the Cyclops, our special guest referee, and here come the two people vying it out to be the number one contenders for a title shot just before the next pay-per-view. We are, of course, only 3 weeks away from our next pay-per-view now.
First, from London, England, weighing in at 219 pounds.
219 pounds of pure British muscle. Here he comes. Everyone loves him. He's the hero, the company man. Here comes the firefighter. He's had a slow, progressive march up the KEW rankings, but he'll feel that this is deserved, having in recent weeks, of course, knocked off Tangers and taking his seat at the big boys table for the KEW Elite. There won't be much that'll stand between him, you'll think. He'll be absolutely motivated here, but he has, of course, struggled with the ploughman in the past. The ploughman has put him in an absolute pickle. The pair of them, of course, had it out only a few months ago at our last pay-per-view. And you would have thought at that point that the firefighter would have won the match. He delivered an absolute demolition job with a sledgehammer to the ploughman. The ploughman, though, hung on, battled back, and managed to steal a victory. The mist there, we can confirm, is not safety friendly. Of course, the firefighter will have big issues with that. He'll say, my mist is just fire extinguisher smoke, and yours is a fire hazard. And we're putting you in your place. Look at that, the women not happy in the front row, brushing their hair back there, perhaps in disrespect. Or maybe they just like a bad boy. They did the same, of course, for the Cyclops. And there's one who's a bit badder than him. The demonic presence of the ploughman. Gained his lethal powers, ploughing the fields, of course, after he failed many an English assignment. One of those English assignments he did fail was the firefighter's essays. Here we go then, the number one contender spot, as the Cyclops gets things underway. And immediately, the ploughman with a big suplex there, dropping the firefighter down, goes for the pin. One. Just a one count there though. Gets his man back up. Now gets hold of him now. And he's got the chin lock locked in. He's trying to make him tap out already, but the firefighter powers out of it. I was going to say he's got a bit more wherewithal than that. Now bounces off the ropes here. The firefighter, that mid-rope stunner that he loves so much, goes for the cover here. 1, 2. Just a 2 count there, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe the Cyclops counting a little faster, as we saw there, though, than he was for the ploughman. Hooks him over again. 1, 2. The 2 count again as the Cyclops shows off the 2 fingers to the crowd. He'll be saying, why can't we have a 4 count? I want to show off the 4 fingers. Flips over now as the ploughman's delivered into the canvas from the firefighter, but he gets a hush puppy up and straight into the firefighter's face, and another hush puppy for him. Goes to stomp the third hush puppy, but misses. The firefighter's up now, gets hold of his man and rams his head into the corner, and now gets hold of him, gives him some shoulders, those strong muscular shoulders that the firefighter has, just carrying all that fire alarm equipment as he brings the ploughman out of the corner. Goes for the cover again. 1, 2, just a 2 count again. The Ploughman, though, forced to kick out frequently here. And the firefighter's had enough of this. Lifts up the Cyclops and says, count faster next time. He's taking him out so he can't see what's going on. Now he's going to wrench the arm in the corner. I'm not so sure that was a wise move from the firefighter to start on the Cyclops like that. I thought he would have been in his corner. The Ploughman, though, has got a bit of a reprieve there, and now he's given the back body drop here, and the Ploughman's quickly up to his feet, though, gets hold of the firefighter and whips him into the ropes. The firefighter goes over, and now the ducks around and trips him down to the floor, and the little boot to the chest as well, with a hush puppy across the chest. He's got him lined up for an elbow drop on the floor. The firefighter slowly back to his feet, gets the elbow in against the Ploughman there, gets hold of him, scoops him up, has hold of him, slams him down on his face there, as the Cyclops slowly watching on. He's a bit slow into that count. 1, 2. Who can blame him either? He just had a beating from the firefighter for absolutely no reason. The Ploughman now crawling out of the ropes as the firefighter lets him. Maybe he was deliberating who he wanted to go after there. The firefighter gives him a punch to the face here, has him on the outside, lifts him up and drops him down on the edge of the canvas there. Vicious drop down from the firefighter, maybe trying to snap the Ploughman in half. He knows he's had many a difficult match against the Ploughman. He's got to do plenty to put him to bed. Goes for the drop kick and misses it there. The Ploughman rolling out the way, but he's quickly rolled back up. Now reverses out of it. The Ploughman with a reverse DDT there, as it looked like he was going to be up on the shoulders of the firefighter for a minute. And now he's got hold of him on the floor and stomps on him with those hush puppies. Goes for the cover himself. 1, 2. Not even a 2 count there. The Cyclops counting a little slower, we think, for the Ploughman, trying to make it as fair as he can as he hooks him up and gives him fisherman's driver right into the floor there. Elbow drop right to the chest as well. The Ploughman focused now. He's had a bit of the early punishment, and now he's giving it back as he gives a hush puppy straight into the face of the firefighter, who rolls out of the ring. The Ploughman dives over the ropes with a crossbody there, not letting the firefighter have any momentum, giving a few more hush puppies to the face. And I think the firefighter might be in a spot of trouble, might be a bit bloody, just at a 1 count and a little leg wrench there. The Cyclops a little slow with his counting, up to a 2 now. And the firefighter pushes the Ploughman up on the outside, though, up to a 3, gets hold of the Ploughman, locks up with him here, and then launches him into the ring post there. And now he might not know what day of the week it is, the Ploughman, but no, he managed to have enough to push the firefighter off. I'd have thought he'd been a bit dazed and confused by the ring post personally, and now he's giving the hush puppies to him on the outside, a little kick to the face, up to a 6 count here. He spins him around and suplexes him down on the outside, working the back. We might get to a 7. We are at a 7, ladies and gentlemen. And now he picks him up on the outside, has hold of him. He's got to suplex him again. Fisherman's package driver again on the outside, up to an 8, I think. Hey, we've got to get a count out if we're not lucky here. Up to a 9. And the firefighter doesn't know what day of the week it is. He's slowly getting around the ring. He's got to a 10. And it's a count out there for the Ploughman. It's not the first time he's had a count-out victory against the firefighter, and the firefighter will feel absolutely aggrieved. So it's not the first time he's had to be dealt a rough hand by the Ploughman. But the Ploughman is a tricky customer, and he does know the rules of the ring very well. Goodness me, ladies and gentlemen. We'll move into our next match for the evening, then. We've got Mark taking on the BFG. The BFG, of course, we haven't seen for a few weeks in the KEW. He was demanding a bit of screen time, so Mark said that he'll come in and give him a match. And hang on a minute, the 2 men are in the ring, but here comes Benji. What's he doing here? He's just showing up to the arena. Wasn't scheduled for a match this evening. And look at that, the 2 men staring each other down. Mark is not happy to see his former tag partner turned arch rival on the outside. He's clearly distracted by it. He pays no mind to the big fella in the ring. As Benji looks like he's going to make his home at the announcer's table. He's going to stand there and just watch the match from the outside, having a little seat on the announcer's table through the middle of it, it seems. And there we go. Mark will have to deal with the distraction of having him ringside now as he bounces off the BFG immediately and tries to run away from the big fellow who gets hold of him. And maybe the early distraction of having Benji on the outside, the BFG can take advantage of it and get himself a unlikely win here as Mark whips him off the ropes, bounces one off him, and oh, the BFG sends him flying there across the ring, using the real weight to his advantage, gets hold of him now by the wee legs, picks him up and power bombs him down onto the mat. Gets hold of him from behind and picks Mark up now, gets hold of him, whips him into the corner. It's a dangerous spot to be in with the BFG, who picks him up now and slams him down. And now if the BFG looks to mountaineer onto the second rope, it could be good night, Princess. No, he's telling his man to get to his feet. He's lucky he didn't splash him down. Oh, but he's side shoulder charged him there, and that's a large man to be flying off the ropes up there. Now rams his arm into the mat, goes for the early cover. One. Just a one count there though. Mark able to get the shoulder up pretty comfortably. It's a large man to turf off the top of him. A little chin breaker there to break up the momentum. Now off the ropes here. Diving crossbody. Takes his man down using the momentum. Goes for the pin. One. Just a one there. Thought we almost had a two, but just a one on the large frame of the BFG. Little elbow to the back as well. Now off the ropes. Moonsault there. And now he's back in control of Max Mark. Oh, and another moonsault for good measure. Maybe he's using the tummy of the BFG like a trampoline. Just for fun. Spins up and around him, gives him a little punch in the face. Oh, he's on the ropes, screams to the crowd, off the ropes he goes, and here go the royal booties. No, the BFG caught him. Perhaps he thought that those were some cheese strings on his boots. He got hold of him like he was going to eat his boots for a minute there. Stomps him in the guts there, and the BFG screams to the crowd. Mark now in a bit of danger here. The BFG picks him up, but Mark manages to get hold of him first, whips him in the ropes, and oh, a nasty drop kick trying to take out the base of the BFG. It's a big base to take out, and don't say base too hard, because he'll be thinking of pizzas, the BFG. Now the two of them exchanging blows in the ring here. Here comes Benji. Oh, he's slid in from the outside. Oh, Benji clotheslines Mark. And the referee says, what are you doing? Call the match. It's called off. It's a disqualification. The BFG will feel aggrieved. He'll think to himself, I could have had a win here. And now look at that. He doesn't know quite what to make of it, the BFG. And now Benji is going after Mark in the ring. And he wants an opportunity to beat the life out of him. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Sit down neckbreaker from Benji. We've had one match end. And Benji now wants a chance to get a win in against Mark. Gives him a little snap elbow there. Goes for the stomp. The little man's up though, and hurricanranas him down to the ring, bringing his former tag partner down. Oh, diving facebuster off the ropes there. Gives him a kick to the face. Gets hold of Benji now and DDTs him into the mat, and he says, you know what, if you want to go, son, I'll go anytime, anywhere, any place. You want to interrupt my matches, I'll see how much you like it when you do. Little shot to the back there from Mark. Picks Benji up now though, gives him a kick to the guts. Oh, diving face buster there, bouncing his head off the mat, and now Benji crawling to the corner here. And Mark kicks him in the guts, and now Mark jumps over and oh, leg drops him on the bottom rope there, choking the life out of him. Hops over the top rope here, gives him a stomp to the arm, misses the elbow there though as Benji rolls out of the way of it. Now Benji, went for the kick there, but Mark ducked out of the way cleverly, picks his man up to his feet, gives him the kick to the groin, tucks him between the legs, spins around. Oh, it's that royal crown stuffing DDT, give him the crown jewels as it were. Now Benji up quickly from it though, whips his man off the ropes. He looked a bit woozy there, Benji though. Under and over he goes, lets his man come round, drops him into the knee and then kicks him in the face there. Picks up, gets hold of him now, wrenching on the arm, trying to maybe rip his arm off, rip the arm out of the socket if he can, trying to do as much damage as he can to his former tag team partner. It's a rivalry that started out with just a few pushes and shoves and has since then got really bitter as Mark gives Benji another face buster there. Looks like he's trying to concuss his former tag partner. Onto the top rope he goes, and now he's going froggy from up there. Frog splashes Benji, who's already got a leg on the rope. He's trying to get a rope break before he's even got the pin. Mark recognises that and now gets hold of him and drags him away from the ropes. Benji looks like he doesn't know what day of the week it is here, and Mark now gets hold of him and locks in the camel clutch. He's going to try and make him tap here. He says to him, you're the submission expert, but I'm going to make you tap. But Benji powers out of it, but turns his back on his former tag partner as he looked like he was trying to go for the corner for a breather. Mark though on top. Oh, big backdrop there from Mark, and now hops onto the top rope, and moonsaults him off the top rope there out of nothing for as well. And now Mark looks like he's trying to go back up top again, just about gets up there, but Benji gets the shot in. again to break it up. No, he doesn't quite. Hurricanrana's in. Mark recovers just in time to give him a Hurricanrana from the top rope. Now picks him up to his feet, gets up on top of him, and now has hold of him, whips him onto the rope, and oh, here come the Royal Booties. Off the rope he goes, spins around. Oh, the Royal Booties square in the face, and now he climbs back into ring, the little fella. Gives his man a good stomping, and now gets hold of him, puts him in the camel clutch, and that's it. He's beaten the life out of his former tag partner. He said, you know what, you want to go, son? I'll go anywhere, anytime, any match. I'll still take you, and I'll give you a good beating for your money. And we have a nice thriller for you as our last match of the evening. The two of them have been going out at hammer and tongs. The Shinigami and the Tanj, they will face off against each other in one-on-one action. Here comes the Demon making his way to the ring, and oh, Tanj is out immediately, not letting him even get in the ring, and assaulting him from behind, taking the knee out of the Shinigami, thinking to himself, if I can weaken the power base of the Demon, then that means that I might be able to get a sneaky victory in here. Oh, there he is. And of course, the Shinigami has taken a lot of punishment to the Tanj in recent weeks. He's not forgiven him for trying to steal his title, so Tanj says, you know what, you want to be the one who gets jumped? All right then, let's see how you like it. Now got him on the outside. A few shots there. The referee's rung the bell and we're up to a 1 count on the outside. I don't think Tanj will care too much. He'll look to just beat the life out of the Shinigami. He won't care if it's a count out or if the match ends in the ring. Either way, he'll be happy. Gets hold of him now and whips him into the ring. Decides he does want to finish it inside the square. Gets in now. Dancing around him, squares up with him, gets hold of him, and oh, side drops him there. Big splashing drive, goes for the cover. 1, just a 1 count though. The Demon's plenty left in the tank to kick out of that. Back up to his feet quickly he goes, squares up with the Tanj now, gets hold of him, drags him into the corner, rams his face into the turnbuckle, and now choking him in the corner, trying to make up for the assault outside. Down he slides into the bottom of the corner, and he gives him a little stomp in the guts and another one straight in the chest, and now he's choking him again, trying to choke the air out of him and really take the wind out of his lungs of his opponent. You can see the Tanj there feeling the effects, crawling to the middle of the ring, trying to regain some air as the Shinigami stomps on him and then lets him get back to his feet, only to whip him into the ropes. Ducks under him here, ducks under him again, and then gets hold of him and oh, gives him a big punch to the face there. And the Demon says, you might well have beaten me up on the caught me by surprise on the ramp and gone after my legs, but you know what, I'll just give you a good old-fashioned whooping in the ring. As he gets him up now, the Tanj reverses on a vicious arm drag, drags the Shinigami right down on his face. Now going after the arm, a little stomp there on the arm. The Tanj taking a little breather for a minute there. Stomping on the hand. You'll have to forgive me, I had to sneeze there for a second. Now gets hold of him. Oh, the stomp square in the crotch there and steps over. You can see he's feeling the gentleman giblets, but gets hold of the leg there as he goes for the kick. Oh, the vicious whip round there from the Shinigami, stomping on the arm. Now Tanj rolls back up, and oh, he gets the big boot in, but he bounces straight back off it, and Tanj drags him down, and now locks him into a reverse Boston Crab. Is he going to tap? No, has the raw power to get out of it there, the Shinigami. That's a nasty move, though, from the Tanj. The reverse Boston Crab really works the back and the legs of the opponent. You can see there, big back body from the Shinigami. Now he's got hold of the Tanj by the face, and oh, but the Tanj gets a little chin breaker in there. I thought he might try and snap his neck. And these two now exchanging blows in the ring. Look at this. The pair of them, Tanj with the chop, the Shinigami with the chop. Oh my goodness me. Oh no, he stops him there. Oh, but the Tanj has been bloodied, it looks like, there immediately. I think the Shinigami might have caught him awkwardly on the glasses, and it's dug into his face and produced a bit of blood. A few more hits from both men. Tanj just coming, is that the best you've got? The Shinigami chopping him on the chest, and another chop going back the other way. Now a chop from the Shinigami, and Tanj goading his man again. The Shinigami says, no, you give it to me, I'll take the pain. And look at this, both men beating the life out of each other. It's a vicious rivalry, neither one giving any ground there. Both men still up as the Tanj now gets hold of the Shinigami, drags him onto the second rope, has his feet rested, looks around at the crowd and says, have some of this, son. Bang! Delivers his head right into the canvas there. The Shinigami's down, and you might not know what day of the week it is as the Tanj looks over his victim. The Shinigami up quickly though, spins around out of it, and now picks his man up onto his shoulder and now drops him on the top rope and chokes the wind out of him, beating the Tanj's head on the canvas. Might have perhaps given him a concussion. She doesn't know what day of the week it is. Oh, look at this, the vicious stomping straight to the head as well. Really targeted from the Shinigami. Now a little stomp to the arms. Oh, and the elbow drop on the back. Vicious elbow there. And look at this. We've seen this before. He's got it fired up and ready. The demonic hand is ready. He gets hold of Tanj. And what can Tanj do? Absolutely nothing. Up he goes. Down he comes. Oh, he almost chokeslammed him through the ring. He's not content though to go for the pin. He's going to drag him to the middle of the ring. Maybe making sure he can't get a rope break. Goes for the pin now. 1, 2, just a 2 count though. The Tanj somehow powers out of it. I'm not so sure he had anything left in the tank as the Shinigami rams his head into the mat there. The KEW champion really taking it to the Tanj now. The Tanj clinging on for grim death, it would appear. He chose the wrong person to pee off. You don't go and piss off the Shinigami, the demon that is, and get away with it. But TKO! TKO out of nowhere! Hooks the leg now! 1, 2... just a 2 count though. The demon fights out of it somehow. Both men rolling out of the ring there, and another sneeze from me. Goodness gracious. Tanj now on the outside, backdrops him straight onto that soft the padding there on the concrete floor. It's not very thick, it gives you very little protection. Now throws the Shinigami into those steel steps. Well, these two really don't like each other. They're giving each other an absolute beating in the arena, ladies and gentlemen. What a thrill for the fans. Tanj throws the Shinigami down on the outside. We're down to a 3 count, and now look at that. Maybe Tanj is feeling the effects of the blood dripping down his head. Now he's bashing the Shinigami's head into the floor there, trying to maybe give him the concussion as well. Stomping on him on the outside as well. We're up to a 6 count here. Gets hold of the Shinigami. Oh, I thought he was going to introduce him to the ring post there. Gets hold of him a second time with the Shinigami. Elbows his way out of it. We're up to a 7 count. Up to an 8 now. The Shinigami has hold of him, lifts him up. Oh, drives his man into the floor here. And now slides back into the ring onto a 9. The demon praising his Dark Lord, and it's a 10 count. And the Dark Lord has done it for him again. The Shinigami puts the Tanj to bed, as he has been doing week after week. The Tanj will think to himself, how on earth do I stop him? I beat him on the ramp, and it didn't make any difference at all. The Shinigami gets the count-out victory, and he will have to face a Plowman next week for the KEW title. A man who's already beaten once for the title, but goodness me, ladies and gentlemen, who else can he defend it against at this moment in time? Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week.